Hello, and we are live. I believe I am out in Tallahassee at the beautiful Cascades Park, and I wanted to show you guys what a beautiful day that we're having here. And so if you're catching the replay on this is a little piece of my little paradise here over here in Tallahassee. So this part here has an outdoor amphitheater where they have concerts and different things. We saw Chrisette Michelle in concert here. We saw what was it? Was Chrisette Michelle. It was Jay Holiday, and somebody else that did a concert out here, and it was very nice. They ran us out at 9 o'clock because uh, the music and the neighbors and all of this stuff. But it's really beautiful out here, and I love coming out here. I would do a walk for you guys, but I'm in heels, and so I'm not going to walk the park. But I did want to show you guys a little bit of this beauty. See the live oaks behind me. Hello, hi Grammy's Journal. How are you doing? Okay, where's my camera? Why my hand is all in the way of stuff. Hold on. I'm making a mess of this. Hold on. But yeah, beautiful, huge live oaks that are common here in Florida, and the palm trees.
And sure enough,
You always want a little bit of beauty in whatever area that you're living in. And they have actually there's a place. Can y'all hear me okay? I didn't ask any of the questions that I normally ask. Can y'all hear me okay? Is everything okay? And the video is okay. I'll go as slow as I can. Let me know that everything is okay. All right. Hi, Roots to a Garden. Hi, Grammy's Journal. Hi, Pescatarian Gardener. How are you doing? So they have this monument over here that I always have to come to this area. Let me flip you and show you that how pretty it is over here by this monument. And all of these, you see all of this right here? All of this lining this walkway right there, all of that is agapanthus. And if you know what an agapanthus is, it actually is going to bloom a purple flower out of the top. It's going to stand up, and there are going to be purple flowers just lining this walkway right here. And I'll have to, once they start actually pushing out the blooms, I have to actually bring you all back and show you how beautiful it is. It is really a sight. So this monument says, "Duty, Honor, Country." Hi, Erica Taylor. How are you doing? I'm just gonna be here for a minute. Hi, G Mama Grows. How are you doing? Hi, Freckled and Frugal. How are you? But I just wanted to show you guys this area because I think it's so pretty. It's a great monument here. And they messed us up when they built all of that stuff right there. But there are condominiums and also a hotel that is over there. So they really messed us up with that. We wanted to keep it where people could come out here and then just sit and read. And a lot of people come out here to exercise. When we were living in the city, we would come out here to walk. And that's in the center of the screen, that white thing over there. That's the outdoor amphitheater. I don't know how many seats it is. Hi, Shakira. But it's beautiful, and a there's water all up through here. Let me see. How do I get out of here? Let me walk a little bit and show y'all a little bit of this. Me deciding to come out here with some heels on today. Just a mess. It's a nice sized park. So if you want to get your workout on when you come to Tallahassee, ask somebody where Cascades Park is at. You can definitely do it out here. So they have water over there. I see they've gated it off since the last time I came through here. So over there is water, and coming all up through here, you see the gates and the water. And it looks a little bit low. It's not even hot yet and it's low. But let's go over here anyway. So as you can see, the stream down there has the water birds. There's some ducks, and it looks like an egret from here. But yeah, and there's more water over on the other side, over there behind the amphitheater. So they did a really good job with this park. It's really nice and chill. And then right over in that area, hi Diversity Love, how are you? Over in that area, there is a playground. So they have a hand pump. They have the old school water well hand pump that the kids can play with over there. Hi Rambo Green Hands. So it's just a really nice space to be. What are you guys up to today? I like it out here a lot. I had a little time to kill before Eco Neighbor gets off work, so I thought I'd come out to the park. How are y'all doing? What are y'all doing today? Anybody out planting? Is y'all's weather like this? Because our weather is fantastic today. It is just perfect. Hi, Good Eats Homestead. How are you? Let's see. You planting seeds? Okay. Then going for a walk. Cool. I'm winter sowing in jugs. Okay, G Mama. Okay, okay. I found an empty bench, so I'm about to use it. I'm about to use it up under the tree here. So tell me, who else is planting something today? Because, like, it is perfect. I know the wind might be blowing a little bit hard in the speaker. I'm sorry. But it feels so good on the skin. It feels amazing out here. And they have a couple of state buildings that are across the street, too. And those are... that's the Department of Transportation over there. So it has a lot of employees right across the street. Hi, Gina versus Gina. And they are out here walking and all of that stuff, even though the weather has calmed. Hi, Yankee sister. How you doing? Even though the weather has calmed, there is still rain overnight. But in the afternoon, it's really nice. I thought I was getting notifications that it was raining at the Homestead. So, yeah, I hope we did get some rain. That way we don't have to worry about watering for the day at least. Ooh, it's ice outside for me right now. No sowing yet, but I have started my sweet potato slips. Cool. That's really nice. I was just commenting on Chef Pam, the Scaredy Cat Gardener, aka Cooking at Pam's Place. I was just commenting on her video that she did telling people how to preserve the sweet potatoes, not the sweet potatoes, the white potatoes for a longer period of time. I guess it'll work for sweet potatoes as well, but how to preserve them for a longer period of time. And she was talking about how hers has slips all over them already, and she's had them, I guess. That was somebody else. I've been talking to a couple of people about potatoes over the last couple of days, I think, and they were talking about both talking about having them refrigerated in a cool place so that they are giving them slips. They're giving them slips, but they're kind of controlling them at the time. So, Battle Hermana. Hi, University Love. Happy because two of my chocolate or cacao trees is sprouting. Look at you. I actually have a friend who has, I don't know if she has the tree or if she got those from somewhere, but she actually shared some with me one day, and they were sweet and delicious. Like, if you've never tried the cacao seeds when they're first ripened, they are sweet. They have a sweet taste to them, and it tastes just like a fruit. But the inside, once they're roasted or cooked or whatever and dried out, then they make chocolate from them. But they were good. I was shocked. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't realize that chocolate was actually, it's like, it's a fruit. So y'all don't be scared to eat your chocolate. If you like your chocolate, eat your chocolate, okay? You have permission to eat chocolate because it is fruit, okay? I promise. I promise it's fruit. So go ahead and eat your chocolate if you like your chocolate, okay? Yeah, it's delicious. Hi, S. McDade. How are you doing? Just finished putting up another shelf for my seedlings in the garage. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I know it's probably still cool up there where you are. Grammy's Journal said Mrs. Homestead Hart recommended a book. Yeah, I just got finished watching that video, The Vegetable Garden Bible. I think I'm going to look into that if you all want to check it out, or if you have it, let me know. I don't have it, but yeah, I saw her talking about the book today. I germinated your pretty and sweet pepper seeds in my Click and Grow. It has its first set of leaves. Did you grow some from them last year as well, G Mama? That's awesome. I said I was gonna I was gonna start my pepper seeds the other day, and I did not because I was playing with my grandbaby, so I didn't do it. But I am going to be on it. I'm definitely going to be on it. They are amazing. I used to pick them and suck them when hungry while breaking them out their shell and sell them in Jamaica when I was a child. Yeah, yeah. Rambo Green Hands. I love them. I love them. And I was like, wow, I want to bite this so bad, but I'm like, I'm going to break my teeth if I bite this. So I didn't do it. I did not do it. But yeah, it's really good though. How long have you been in the UK? If you don't mind me asking, Rambo Green Hands. I knew you were from Jamaica, but I didn't know how long you had been over there. G Mama Grow said, "Nah, I was growing cayenne last season. This is my first time growing the pretty and sweet. If you bite them, sis, they taste like bad. Yeah, yeah. Um, I kind of gathered that from just like trying a little bit, but then I was like, eh. Oh, 20, almost 25 years. Wow, wow, that's awesome. Hi, October Opal. How are you doing? And they're purple on the inside. Man, chocolate is a fruit. That is awesome. Yep, honey. When they come off that tree, they like the outside coating of it. Yeah, it's a fruit. So go ahead and eat your chocolate. Go on and eat your chocolate if you want your chocolate. Oh my gosh, I want to walk so bad, but these shoes are just not gonna let me. I'm gonna have to make sure that I put my walking shoes in the car the next time so that I can do that. Hello, Creative Girl Homestead. How are you doing? Hey, Gigi and everyone. Signing in, but going to switch to my TV to watch. Girl, I ain't gonna be on here long. I am not gonna be on here long. I just came to say hello to you guys. And is it too cold to take shoes off? Girl, who about to walk around here on all this concrete? I want to listen. I don't have the model feet, but listen, they ain't. I don't want to make them into homeless people feet either. So, shoot, nah, I ain't walking barefoot out here. Uh-uh. But it's yeah, it's nice. It's nice, but I ain't about to do that. You too country. Yeah, I ain't about to do that. Now I love being without shoes, but just not out here. Cause you have the geese always coming through here, and listen, they don't have no home training. The geese have none, and a lot of these people dogs don't have home training either. And so these sidewalks are fair game, okay? Trust me, it's fair game. When you make homemade chocolate, when you make homemade chocolate tea, sis, it's so special. Uh, you wouldn't want to drink the rubbish again. I believe you. I believe you. I really do. Because, but yeah, if I were to show you the ground, diverse to love. If I were to show you the ground, you would be like, girl, no, no, don't take your shoes off and walk out here. Hi, Sammy Joe. How are you doing? I have my camera turned the wrong way. That's the problem. That's why my fingers keep trying to. The people ain't got no home training either. I promise you they don't. I promise you they don't. But I tell you what, if you gotta come to a park, like this is the one where you can just sit and you can chill and you can relax and you can just really enjoy the environment. People running in the middle of the day because it's so nice out here today. It's not like 1,000 degrees where it's ready to like just take you out. It's nice. So diversity love, you got Fred Flintstone feet. Yeah, I don't want none of those. So I'm gonna keep the shoes on and sit down somewhere. Hello to everyone in the chat. I'm just want to listen, sending blessings to you, Gigi, and everyone in the chat. Blessings right back to you, Sammy Joe. Uh, that's what David Corey won't do. A portrait of my wild toe. But yeah. Oh, hi. Y'all look at this cute pup.
Bless, not
Look at
everybody.
this cute pup. Hi.
Okay. I always have
Hello.
to
How are you? You're so pretty. Is it a boy or girl?
check. Girl.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
so pretty, mama. She's gone.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Y'all know I love animals. If you didn't know, now you know. I love animals, I do. And she's so pretty and young. And you know they be all over the place when they're that young. Like you can barely control them. But yeah, my daughter has a pit mix. She lives with a friend, but so she can have a companion over there. Oh, you have three dogs. Diversity love. That's so cool. Hi, Felicia's box. How are you? Good to see you in the chat. I don't think I've ever seen you, but welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. You should take a selfie. That's a nice spot in the background. Yeah, I probably screenshot it when I go back. When I go back through. Yeah, this is like if you could feel the coolness of the wind through here, man, it's just nice. See people ride bicycles, you know, men out here running with the shirts off. I ain't see it. I'm just saying it's happening. I'm just saying it's just happening. There's a lady over there laying on the ground. And she is spread eagle. She laying on the ground like she at home or something. She a little too far for me to show y'all, but yeah, she is really laid out over there. And people just walking, riding mopeds, just really enjoying the beautiful outdoors. Yeah, it's almost 70 here and the CSRA crazy. Yeah. I want to say, yeah, this is the life, like for real. It really is. This is the life. And this is probably why I love Tallahassee. You know, I hear people talk about Tallahassee. I keep a hammock in the car. You do? Well, there are plenty of trees out here where, and that's one thing that I love about it too, is that they didn't cut down all the trees. Like, one thing about Tallahassee is that they will go to war with you over cutting down trees. So something like this, oh, they don't care how much money you got. They're not gonna let you cut these oak trees down. They will go to war with you over that. Now here comes a couple that has parrots. Hold on, let me flip y'all. So they're walking through and they got their parrots. Y'all see the parrot? Hold on, they're gonna get closer. That wind is probably, I know that wind is probably taking my whole voice away. Hi, Kelly, Homesteading with Pooh Bear. How are you? Hi, how are you? Look at that. Look at him. He's big too. It's big. Yeah. So this is one of those type places um, where you can just sit down and just really enjoy it and watch everything happen right there in front of you. You don't have to go nowhere. You can just sit watch stuff. I love people watching too. That's one of the things that I do for sure is I'll go to places and I can just sit and just watch the people. You learn so much by just sitting and watching. Good eats Homestead. How are you doing? Good to see you if I didn't say hello to you already. Because it takes around 1,000 years. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's what I was saying, that they will go to war with you about the trees, and I love that about the city, and about this city in particular, because they're not just going to allow anybody to come in and just cut all of the trees down. In more residential areas, they still will fight with you about these trees. So they don't care who you are. And I love that. And one thing that we always try to do, if we're going into an area where they have cut a whole lot of trees down, we try to make sure that we just plant more trees. We try to plant as many trees as possible. And if you could go when the springtime starts, they'll have like the Arbor Day Foundation. They'll be giving away trees. They offered my sister like hundreds of trees last year for free, just to get people back to planting trees. So even for your homestead, if you have a certain amount of land, like they will give you a lot of trees, guys. So those are some people to really like keep your eye out on. And it's been a long time since we got any trees. Like I think it was in the early 2000s the last time we got some trees from any of those foundations or anything, because we're just constantly planting bushes and trees anyway. So let's see, at least you can prepare, Sammy Joe. I know those power outages can be something. Hey everybody, I can't do individuals because I'm driving, but I love you all. Love you back, Callie Homesteading with Pooh Bear. No wonder when you get any oat products, it's for life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's why on our homestead we cut down a few of the oak trees that were like really blocking our way. They were really in the way, and to keep from doing just a whole bunch of twisting and turning and stuff on the homestead, we cut a few of the young trees down. But the bigger, older trees, we're going to leave as many of them as humanly possible. Now listen, a pine tree can get it, okay? I will cut a pine tree. I will cut their skinny butts down, because they have a tendency to fall and break and all of that type of stuff anyway. So I don't like them anywhere near the house or anything like that. So, well, once we get a house, we definitely will be clearing out more additional space. Let farmer in here. I'm just running my mouth. I ain't even seen. Did somebody say hazelnut? Ah. J3GS Farms, how you doing? Good to see you in the chat. How you doing today? Let Farmer 73, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. It's beautiful there, sis. Yes, it is very beautiful here. It's very beautiful here. Tallahassee is one of those cities, for real. You have a lot of people that'll try to make it seem like Tallahassee is just the ghetto and and all of that stuff. Don't believe the hype. Any city that you go to, they're going to have some ghetto stuff. They're going to have some old ratchet stuff that happens. But for the most part, this is where people want to live. This is where people want to come and they want to raise their families. Like a lot of my attorney friends that I made over the years and working as a legal assistant, they didn't come from here. They weren't here. You'll be here in June? You'll be here in June. Bring it. Come on. Bring it on. Bring it on. But yeah, you have like crazy stuff happen anywhere. But for the most part, when you come to this place, when you come to Tallahassee and you actually live here, like if you hear somebody talking about Tallahassee and talking about all the craziness, ask them, have they ever lived there? You know, ask them, have they ever lived in Tallahassee? Are there a lot of black attorneys there? Yeah, yeah, there are plenty of black attorneys here. Tallahassee. This is the thing about Tallahassee. This is why I love it so much. Cool weather farmer. Hello, how are you doing? Good to see you in the chat today. This is the thing that I love about Tallahassee. I love the diversity of it all. You see people from all walks of life. It is a melting pot here in Tallahassee. There are people from all walks of life that are here. So, this is what I love. This is what I love. My bestie lives in Fort Myers. Well, I hope they weren't affected by the weather, by the storm that happened. I really hope they weren't. There's another little dog that was looking at me trying to come this way, but the owner wouldn't let me. Me and Lady Led gonna set up a tent and chill for a few days. Led, y'all are more than welcome. You're more than welcome. If you want to bring the RV, you're more than welcome. You're welcome anytime. I can't wait to see that video. That will be beautiful. Grammy Journal, thank you so much for taking us with you. You are very, very welcome. You're very welcome. Lots of places overseas look like the ghetto too. Yeah, and that don't necessarily mean that they are. You have Tallahassee. Fun fact, Tallahassee has one of the poorest zip codes in the entire state of Florida. But guess what? You can still go over there, and most of the time you're going to walk out of there with your life. Whereas a lot of places, you're not going to walk out of there, on your own. So it's one of those places where I used to sell real estate here, and I used to walk those streets, and I was fine. So you have all types of stuff that happens any and everywhere. My little hometown, like, it be off the chain. It be off the chain. So, and it's nowhere near. It might be a 16th of the size of this city, and you have a lot more stuff that happens there, it seems like. Then every now and then you have a crazy weekend and some stuff goes down. But if you are mature adults, you really don't get caught up in that stuff, because you're not in those type of environments where the young people are doing harm to each other and fighting and all of that kind of stuff. You just don't end up there. So if you're not in the club environment anymore, then you're not going to really run into all of that type of stuff. You get the good, the bad, and the ugly everywhere. Yeah. But they want to take you to, the South Side and show you like some of the older stuff, but they don't want to take you to the Kalaran area. They don't want to ride through the Kalaran area. They don't want to ride through Golden Eagle. They don't want to ride through those areas where you can see all of this beautiful stuff. They don't want to take you to the different lakes and the different places to dock and go fishing and all of that stuff. They just want to talk about the bad parts of what happened in this city. But this city has one best places to live in the whole United States. So it's just one of those things. And I guess it's really just a matter of perspective as well. So if you think this city is rough, you should really get out a little bit more. You should really get out a little more. And maybe you'll see something good if you look through different lenses. So I took a boat ride at Wakulla Spring years ago. Look at you, cool weather farmer, and get to look in these glass bottom boats out at Wakulla Springs and see all of the wildlife and all of this stuff. Gators everywhere. Y'all know we love some gators. The gators are everywhere. You got all types of beautiful species of fish and just, a whole bunch of stuff. A whole bunch of stuff. So, hi, Miss Maria. How are you doing? Are you in Eco in Paradise, Florida? Plus 20 acres. Paradise. Yeah. Yeah. And, it's looking a little rough and rugged right now, Led, but we're going to get it together. It takes time. It takes time to do all of that stuff. Even if you had all the money in the world, unless you can just hire a crew of people to be able to come through and do everything for you. We got a lot of that too. We got a lot of that too. It's still country out here, but I love the trucks. I love the beefy energy and all of that. Some of them just get a little outlandish, and nuisance with the noise sometimes. But hi, Rosalind. How are you doing? Rosalind Hilliard. Good to see you in the chat. Seeing a lot of new people. Yeah, it was a glass bottom boat. Yeah, I love those. And we took the kids. The kids were very small the last time we went on one of the glass bottom boats. And then, of course, now that COVID happened, they really weren't doing any of the tours because the boats are kind of small, so it was just too close for comfort for a lot of people. Hands in the dirt, how you doing? Good to see you. You can actually see the fish swimming under the boat at Wakulla Springs. Exactly. And it's beautiful out there. So whoever comes to town or whatever, just holler at your girl. You never know. I could be in town and take you to show you some places that will just change your life, change your whole perspective, change your outlook on some things. Have you ever been to the wildlife sanctuary down there in Wakulla County? Gigi, I love how you checking your environment. Says, yeah, you see me, don't you? I always do. Even when I have this perception of comfort. Listen, there are still crazies everywhere. No matter where you go, there are still people who are not, well. So you have to still check your environments. And then, some people don't believe in leashes for their dogs because their dogs are nice and their dogs will, all dogs aren't friendly. So I can kind of tell over the years which ones are relatively friendly versus the ones who are like running up on you with that tail straight out, like ready to do something. So yeah, you have to be watching your environment regardless. Shoot, I'm the same way. I'm same way on the property. I was same way on the old property. Like, I'm always watching. Yeah, yes ma'am. Change your mindset, change your life. Yes, absolutely. But it's nice and chill out here. We would come out here, me and the friends would come out here and we would walk every day after work and all that type of stuff. And we could have walked where we were at, you know what I mean? We could have walked where we were located, but it's beautiful out here. It's always something going on. They're always working. They're always putting something in to make it better. That's the hood, and you see, it's hard to let it go. Yeah. When I went home, I went back to my hometown, and I had little Gigi with me, and we were going, in and out of stores and things. And she was like, Mom, you are not in Florida anymore. You are so rude. Like, stop being rude. And I'm like, what? I am not rude. See, even when you think you are nice, somebody else can see you in a totally different light. So, it's a matter of perspective. But, down here, like, we don't speak to every single person walking by. But back home, people, you might speak to everybody walking by, just kind of depending on how mentally okay they are. You might speak to every person walking by in those small towns, but when you are in the bigger cities, like, don't get it twisted. Like, this park is nice, but it's still a good sized city. So everybody is not your friend. Say, light them up, hands in the dirt. But yeah, it's really a good place. I love the moss hanging from the trees. Yeah, that's one of the beautiful things. I always love to see that. I always love to see that. Um, it's just it's a great place to hang out. So I'm going to. My son be trying to tell me to stop cutting people's throats. That's just how I talk. Yeah, and it's like, it's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. I can't remember what I said this morning. We were it was, we have to leave at like, shoot, 5 a.m., okay? And I have never been a morning person. And so Eco gets out of the truck to feed the chickens, fill up their feeder. Then you got Sean, who is trying to fight him because, I guess the lights are blinding Sean from the truck. But that's the only light that we have because it's black dark out there. And so I'm standing on one side of the truck, kind of watching his back. And he is going into the pen to feed the chickens. And so he came back when he was almost done. I went ahead and stepped back into the truck. And then he came and was getting in the truck. And I was like, you need to close the gate. Like, and I didn't realize how I said it. And he looked at me like, what is wrong with you, woman? And I totally did not mean it that way. Like, and when it just comes out of my mouth how it comes out. Like, I don't mean anything by it. It was just like, you got to close the gate and you got to turn on the protection, like turn on the solar thing, so that if something touches the gate, because like, we have animals that are sitting up there. We have one raccoon, and these raccoons are like beaver size, okay? The squirrels and the raccoons, they like beaver size. And so when there was one of them, it is actually getting over the electric wire. It learned how to get over the wire and sit there on the side of the brick and just watch the chickens. And we can see them on the camera, like just sitting there, just watching the chickens. Like, they gonna slip up one day. Ooh, I know they gonna slip up one day and not turn this thing on. And it's gonna be on and popping. It's gonna be delicious. And I know that's what the raccoon is saying. Like, it's gonna be delicious in there, in that pen, because they're gonna forget one day. One day they're gonna forget to turn it off. I think all husbands get that tone. And you would think, after 30 years, you would think that he already knows that I don't mean anything by it. It's better to be short than dull. Stay that way. I can't help it. This is how God made me. I can't even help it. But I don't mean anything by it. Like, if you know me, you know that I don't mean anything by it. Because I'm a nice person. I'm a nice person, guys. So, yeah. Raccoon is getting his food order together for real. I'm telling you, it'll just sit there and just watch the chickens. And I'm like, you have no clue how I would really, that would be my first time. That would be my first time having coon for dinner. I would make a whole coon stew, and it'll probably be enough to feed the doggone neighborhood, because them things are big. They are big out there. Gigi remind me of his mama telling him off. Yeah, her voice is very different from mine. Her voice is different from mine. Yeah. But she's very direct as well. But, you know, I don't know. I guess I got one of those natural cutters. I don't know. But I really don't mean anything by it. Lurkers, we appreciate your support with clicking the thumbs up button. Thanks. G Mama Grows, you a mess. You a mess. Yes, we do. We do appreciate everybody. We appreciate everybody who comes in and watches. Even if you don't want to say anything, we still appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to watch the video. So I really appreciate it. I had to send a raccoon to the upper room a few years ago. Yeah, hands in the dirt, man. Listen, you would be in heaven out here if you could see some of the stuff. We saw something on the camera the other day, and it was a still picture, and we got to go back and look at the video and see what happened. But it was a still picture, and you know how it looks like something is running and it's running fast, but then it starts to tumble. That's what the picture looked like. Like something may have been running and it was tumbling or something. So we're gonna get that. We'll probably get that video and watch it tomorrow to kind of see what was happening with that, because we couldn't really tell what it was. It was just like something was moving fast though coming through there. A lot of stuff comes down our driveway, and that's where all the deer come. There's this big honking raccoon or three that comes through every day, and then I think we caught I know we caught a bobcat out there. We caught I don't know, because those coyotes run in packs, but we've definitely caught a fox on that camera coming down the driveway, and potentially a coyote. But they're typically in packs, so I'm not sure that was a coyote. And they go crazy in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m. the other day. The coyotes with their shenanigans in the middle of the night woke me up out of a dead sleep. So we got the whole wild kingdom up in here. Uh-oh, my chat stuck. Okay. But yeah, it's wild kingdom out there. So we see some of everything, and you know, it's fun. We enjoy it, but I'm always okay. That's what I thought. I thought, because my chat was frozen, so I thought that I might be buffering. So tell me if I'm back. We back? Okay, we back. All right, cool. Cool. But yeah, if you ever visit Tallahassee though, this is definitely one of the parks that you want to come to, called Cascades Park. So definitely come down here and check this thing out. If you see any concerts or anything happening down here, it's typically, a very cool place to be. And they have some good concerts. They have like a diverse array of concerts out here as well. Sometimes we'll be walking by, and you might have I think more of the rappers are going to go to the Tallahassee Civic Center for their concerts. But the neo soul, the country, some of the pop artists, they'll come to this outdoor arena right here. So I like it a lot. I really do. But it is I can't believe I've been on here for 50 minutes. I meant to literally do like a 10-minute chat with y'all. But I'm going to have to get ready to go and pick up Honey Bun. Cascades Park in Tallahassee, Florida. Florida just got paid. I know. But I really do. I just love it. I love it here. And when the first time we ever came to Tallahassee back in 1990, let's see, 2, 3, 4. I want to say it was 1994 or 1995. was the first time that I ever visited Tallahassee. And we went downtown by the courthouse, and we got out of the car and we just walked, and it just felt right. It just felt good to us. And I was like, I could live here. I could definitely live here, because we knew we didn't want to live in our, town, our small town that we were in, because we just wanted to see more. We wanted to get out and experience some things. That's why I always tell my kids, you know, y'all grew up in Tallahassee, so look for other places to go, look for other places to live. Even if you don't live for a long period of time in those other places, at least go and experience like some different places, because there's a whole new world out there. There's a whole different world from what you know. Even though this place is, it's a melting pot. People from all walks of life. When I tell you people are from everywhere here, they are from everywhere. But still, there are certain environments that you can go in that you would think are even better. So when you're young people, get out there, like look out there, go out there and see what different places have to offer, because you never know where you might go that you just may fall in love with different places, and that be just the place for you. So this was the place for me, and I didn't think that I would ever really leave here, but I love still coming here several days a week and be able to take in some of this beautifulness. I really like it a lot. So, as we are definitely loving the country life. We loving being out on the homestead, and we won't change that. Even if we decided, that we were going to buy another house or what have you, it would still be in the country. And we just come here to shop or to work or whatever. I met with one of the ladies that I have known for a long time, since we first moved to Tallahassee. She asked me about some soap. She wanted me to make her some soap, and so I dropped it off to her today. And she was telling me how they are they have some of the same goals that we have. And so I'm looking forward to really talking to her and seeing some of the changes that they make with their land. And, you know, it's just, man, I love it. I really love it here. I really do. So, guys, I'm going to get ready to go get on up out of here and go and pick up my honey. But thank you all for dropping in with me. I really appreciate it. I always appreciate seeing your names pop up in the chat stream. So thank you very much. And I will see you guys the next time. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your family. Bye, y'all. You're welcome. You're welcome, Cool Weather Farm. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. All right. Take care, y'all. Bye, y'all.